Um, let's see. What else do we need to do? Go. Live small. Okay. Hmm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Good morning, Danielle. We're out here just looking across the market, seeing new things. Over here on my TOS, I was watching INDO, uh, Twitter, Veru. This one was NT. Oh, there's one that's popping up that's 56% up. What is CASA? Let's flip that over here. That looks interesting. CASA getting on up there at 612. Let's look at the news on that. CASA, Benzinga's daily brief. CASA system shares surge. CASA system sells 9.9% stake to Verizon. Awarded more multi-year contract. Okay, so that's some nice news on CASA. It's up 58% though. It is the biggest mover in the low float category. INDO, Veru, and Twitter moving on down. Over here on my charts over here, I did add 4 hour charts just to look. I want to have 4 main watches on the day, and if something looks better, I will throw it on here. But for right now, INDO, and also keeping an eye on oil over here. Right here, just broke the 107s right here. And if I need to flip over there and see that, I'll just go over here to my flexible grid and see where oil is right now. So making some small moves up there to the 108s. But anyway, all of these are dropping right now, INDO. And I can just see so much more on these 4 hour charts just to see setups. Look at Veru. Let's go look at Veru. Setting up here as well. There's a lot of volume coming through off of this weekend. So much volume that I can't even see things. Jeffree Star did a collaboration with Beretta. I want that gun. It is sick. Good morning, Lauren. I don't know why. Okay, INDO took a absolute dive a little bit, but that's okay because oil is still looking okay. So Casa has that Verizon news. It sold 9% of its stake to Verizon. Wish I can get Veru to pull up though. It's not looking like Veru wants to give any. Come on, Veru. It will not pull up Veru. Okay, whatever. I can see it on my other chart. NTUS. Why is that not pulling up? That's what is that? I don't like that stock. Twitter continuing downward. Just did not get any kind of news that would keep life in it. A lot of indecision over the weekend. The SPY is coming on up rather. Testing up this morning right under the 440s. I do like Casa on this Verizon news. Let me look into Casa a little bit though. What's up, Lori? Let's see, Casa, 30 million shares in the float. What does Casa do again? Let's see. Got 1,000 employees based out of the United States. Casa Systems Incorporated, communications technology company, provides solutions for next generational or generation physical and virtualized and cloud native architectures. Okay. So basically, yeah, they're super tied into Verizon. We'll see. We will see what it wants to do. Look back on the daily chart and see if Casa on the daily chart got up here and hit this 642 right down to the 200 moving average there. I'm gonna give that one some time. That's a first day spike from the $4 up to the almost 6-ish. So we'll give that some time to play. INDO, after its little pump up, coming opening right in the middle of the candle as well. SST, HPK. All right. But definitely keeping my eye on Casa throughout the week. Twitter breaking down the 44s. INDO hovering at the 23. Ooh, very breaking down at 14 there, kind of harshly. Nineteen, 20. Did SST get any news or anything? SST. No kind of news on it. INDO pushing back up there though. What's going on over there? Got a little double bottom right there at the 22 level and started popping back up. Almost broke $26. Yep, INDO is definitely going to probably go crazy today if it keeps playing. Let me see where oil, did it come down or is it still up? Where's oil? Oh, it did go up to 108. So oil is continuing up. And INDO is right behind it. See how close Casa can get the $5 and probably take an entry on it while it's still low. INDO being very, very choppy, making big moves off of the bottoms here. This little double bottom it hit, but just not able to really pick up that momentum through volume. The volume on this candle is 500,000 shares and just isn't looking the greatest. Of the SPY, what you out here doing? Came up, finding a little bit of resistance right here at the 440 level. But if we look at the look back here on the larger time frame, it did get quite a push up. So this is a lot of buying pressure it's going to have to push back against. I don't think it can. It didn't even make it to even half of this bar on a retracement. So we'll see. But it's definitely looking quite bullish. Casa. Come on down to $5. I like that Verizon news on this one. Look how jumpy this thing is getting. Not what I want to be involved in. What's up, One Life? Okay, INDO. Coming on down. Almost the first 30 minutes of the market gone. It has made its high of the day, which is the 26.51. Is oil coming back down? Yes, oil is broke back down under the 108s as well. Okay. So Casa down here. I'm gonna give this one some time, but I am interested on that Verizon news. While it's cheap, you know. INDO slashing down. Pretty big range, but I don't like this chop fest that it's got going here. Especially with oil coming back down there and retracing. Not good there. Let's go and look at oil. So it got up here and hit a high of the 108s. It's right at the 107.84. Did break out of this little trend. But I don't know what that thing wants to do. High of day on Casa is the 642. Woo. Well, throwing some quick ones up there. But I think it's still going to give us time to get in. I think the shorts are going to have their way with it a little bit. INDO dumping down to the 24s. May have gotten halted there. Maybe. me see. Hot scans. Nope, don't see it here yet. It's kind of sitting there at that 2410 level. I don't know about that. INDO just freezing there. Everything's still moving, so it's not the platform. It's just INDO. Okay, it's just getting weird now. So that one, I'll leave that one alone. Casa continuing to push up. This is the first day that it's kind of ripped like this. So came down here, touched the 200 moving average, but I think we'll have time to get in on it on some better prices. No rush. SPY, what did you do? Ended up coming down a little bit and making it to that halfway retracement point of the 437 on the hour chart. We can see how it's pulled down here, and I just took that 4-hour chart off of here because I'm watching the 4-hour charts on another screen, so really don't need that taking up space. Donnell, you said you missed the dip to 575 support on Casa. I don't think it's a miss. I think it's just I think it's gonna come back down anyway. It's a first day spiker. It's got some Verizon news, but I think it's gonna take some time. I don't think people are just gonna push it through the roof on Monday morning. But they have done it before, so I could be completely wrong, and we could be looking at $9 here in a little bit. But that's just hoping. So. All right, so it stopped at the 567 the last time. It's gonna have to come back down here and test again. INDO going red on the day. Oil gave a nice little pullback back across that almost to the 107.75. Yep, just broke 107.75. Twitter coming back up here. Any news on it? No news. Took a nice little dip down there though. All right. You posted a couple of pictures of the gun on the general chat in the Discord. Let me go look. Whew. Bruh. That thing is hot pink. Oh my goodness. Oh man. 5 point star. Boy. I wonder, do you have a purse pink enough to match that? That is some pink right there. All right, so the high of day, which was tested, was a 640. It's tested it again now. A little bit of resistance there. We'll see if it can stay below it. Come on back down close to that 5, boy. GFI. All right, so it's just forming a nice little top up here. So we'll see if it can break down this 621. But it does have quite a bit of ways to even push down through this body. I mean, that's going to be a lot of short pressure to get that all the way down through that 570. And I just don't see it right now. Twitter took a nice little $3 $3 move up here on a nice downtrend. No news. Oh, I did. Yeah, I did end up closing that Twitter position that I had open from Friday. I was like, no, I'm not holding this over the weekend. Got a little bit, and I'm glad I didn't, because like I looked at Elon Musk interview, and he was like, man, I don't think I'm gonna get this deal, but I got a plan B, and I'm like, do I want to risk my money on his plan B? I don't think so. ATER. Let's see what ATER is doing. Tyrion appoints Aton von Ruden as operations head. Ethereum points. Okay, that's pretty much the only news. It is on the short squeeze list for a couple of people, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Traded DWAC last Thursday. The inverse, bro. Got $2.20 per share. Yeah, DWAC, man. I wonder why. What would be the reason? How is that connected? DWAC and Twitter. Wow. So it's like that today? I know it's storming outside, but boy, how's it pulling up all these other charts? You almost want to bet that that is Elon's plan B? DWAC? Maybe. It's up to 47 bucks. All right, Casa is back down to this 6, so it almost, let's see, what's the halfway point on this? But 611 of this body that it bounced off of. Can it give us another move downward or what? Is it going to consolidate here and then move downward? Elon talking transparency, freedom of speech, hence that's DWAC. If he succeeds, DWAC falls. If he fails, DWAC rises. Oh, got you. That makes sense. A lot of volume getting traded in this area, but no pushing up yet. Sure, it's going to have a little pop, and then we'll see which way it wants to decide to go. The body of this previous candle was a 632. See if it'll give a pop to that 632 and then fail it. Spot through a little wick down there to the 437s. Body of this candle is 437.76. Beru continues to dive off. Breaking down the 13s there on Veru. All right, so here go the 632s. Can we see that and then a failure? Okay, got up there. What was the high there? High of 633. Now we see the failure behind this. Thirty-three, staying right there to 32, 33 level. Looking for that failure here though. Hmm. Pushing back up there to the high of day, the previous high of day. That's another check in. Whew. Yeah, that definitely blew the top off. Only had two choices, either go or fall. Previous high of day is a 650. So put that in as support. 10 cents above that 650 level. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Still making his moves. Was able to hold up the that retracement and looking like it wants to get up to $7. See if it can push out there to the 775s. Will the volume come in though? It got a little shoot of volume, but it's gonna have to start rising. Let's go buyers. There it is, 675. So yeah, this is a first day spike. So just kind of keep my eyes open here on Monday morning. All the other ones, Twitter still came back up to the 46. So the high of day here was the 46.46. It came back up and tested that level. And we'll see if that starts to form as some resistance, or will it be able to hold that up? Y'all are talking about Danielle. You got a nibble on Casa at 628, X is 662. Nice. If we can start holding those 70s, it may go ahead and get through that $7. The volume is coming in there. We'll see where this volume wants to go though. 6 million shares traded on this candle alone. So this will be the second time that it's going up, breaking those highs. 73s. Twitter coming back down to that 46.46 high of day. Which should become some resistance here once it drops back below it. Since it is already in a downtrend, unless this is a pivot, which it doesn't look like it needs to be, but it may be. I don't know. They can start pushing away from this level, but other than that, it's about to come back down. Let's see you break back down at 46.25. Casa getting back into the 70s, making another high. So basically, we're just getting the range for Casa, I guess, on Monday, because we know it's gonna come back down. This thing ripped $2 from the 4 up to the 6. So it needs to fail this previous high and the initial high of day there, and that'll be its range. And we'll be looking at the backside of the move to see where it wants to move down to. Not a lifestyle you want to be on for a long period. WBSC. Laura Lee says, I'm eating less. That was my goal. So, man, y'all are talking about all kind of dieting and everything. I guess your health is your wealth. DWAC. Let's see, is Twitter finally coming back down? And DWAC is getting a nice little reversal. It's kind of in a range though for DWAC, but it is making higher lows. I mean, higher highs, I guess you could say. Came down here, touched the 43, touched the 43, touched the 45, and just continues to hold. Make sure Costa doesn't have any kind of crazy shelf registrations or anything. Nope. Oil coming on back down through the 107.50s. Casa making its way back up for a another test for highs. This will be the third one, which will probably be the last one. Throwing a wick up there to the 686. I'm looking for it to fail both of these levels right here, 650 and the 640, and start the downtrend so we can figure out some better prices down there. Twitter did come back down and test the high of day here, threw a little wick down here to the 4630, and continuing up. Did any news come out on Twitter? Nothing as of yet. Check my Yahoo Finance and see if anything came out over here. Sometimes it's good to use more than one news source. Nope. Last news was 4 hours ago. Twitter needs to close a deal with Elon Musk. Casa into the 80s. I will run today. Twitter continuing to go up as well. Top of this range is the 47.36. 47.50 on the hour chart, looks like. So this week's watch, I'm gonna be watching INDO. I'm gonna be watching Twitter for any kind of news. Veru, I'm still wondering about, even though it still has that shelf registration. I'm kind of just on the fence on Veru. And then oh, that's all of them. Casa, Twitter, INDO, Veru. Unless something with some absolutely fantastic news pops out later on this week. I'll be watching DWAC for that inverse that One Life's always talking about as well. ATER, Atter, ATER. This one's got a nice uptrend. It's been uptrending for a while. I forgot what Adder. Did we look up Adder? I don't even remember. ATER. $156 together subsidiaries. Adderin, where is this based out of? United States, North America. Okay, e-commerce engine. Uses machine learning, natural language processing, and data analytics to design, develop, and market and sell products. Primarily serves individual online consumers through Amazon and other e-commerce platforms. Okay. Maybe we want to keep an eye on. What's the range on this thing? Oh, it's still trading within this range here. Top, what is this? 575, 580. Okay, Twitter coming back down to that high of day, continuing its downtrend. Spy. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got you, Lori. I'm wondering, like, has there been any more news on the lockdowns in China? Like, I haven't seen any recently. Most of the times there'll be news and then it goes silent, like radio silence for a while, and then there'll be another news article, but haven't seen anything on that. I put ATER back here already. Yeah, the people are tripping in China over the lockdown. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, Casa coming on down. So that was the third try, and now it's going to probably do some consolidation, then start the backside of the move, which I will be watching for it to come on down here because that Verizon news is pretty good. And I have been doing a little bit of research on these, and I just want to get in these things, and even if it's small share size, and just hold a bit, because I've realized looking over my last what 25 trades. I took a little sample size just to look at them, and I noticed that I reintroduced something that is horrible to reintroduce into your trading, which is fear. I was I looked at them. I was like, why did I exit here? Why? Why did I like? I would get in, good, okay, cool. But the exit, like I will put so much reasoning on the front end, like why should I get in? Why this, that, that, and get all these variables lined up, but not use um the same logic, I guess, for the exit. My logic for the exit is I like, oh my God, what does this chart look like? But I gotta put the same I guess due diligence into the exit as I do into the entry. Daniel B said, one life, one chance. I have no position now, watching a few candidates. DWAC getting a little double bottom down here on this 46 level. Twitter coming back down. Casa might end up continuing going. I thought it needed a little break. 686 is the high. 675-ish level is kind of becoming resistance. We'll see how that plays out. Thought it was ready to come down, but maybe it's not. Hey, there's my hour chart finally showing. Let's see if it'll show for all of them. ATER continuing to push a little bit. Yeah. So I guess early morning they were having a little bit of issues. Let's see if EEO pop up. Nope, that's a little slow. INDO. Yep. Okay, now I can see my hour chart. Cool. That works. That makes sense. They probably were getting a stupid amount of volume this morning. Little issues. I bet a lot of people lost money on those little issues if they were on TOS or Street Smart and they took trades. Took bad trades. Trades that require you to get out soon. Okay. INDO taking a quite a nice dip. Did oil yeah, oil breaking down to 107.50. Let's see. Sorry Daniel B, I was talking about whether or not the company we're supposed to get snow in the afternoon. One last one chance, both of y'all left. All right, so come on down, buddy. I want to get as close to $5 as I can in this thing. ATER broke its high of day, which was the 565, and came down and tested it. So will this become resistance again at some point today, or will it continue to push up? All right, Casa finally entering what looks like the backside of the move. Can it go ahead and fail and go ahead and start getting on down today? Keep an eye on that. HNRG. What is this thing? HNRG. Hallador Energy shares are trading higher above average. Well, it doesn't matter because oil's coming down. So had some okay earnings news last week, or no, last month. HNRG. It's been on an uptrend. Let me look at the float on this thing. HNRG. $23 million shares in the float. United States. Hey, I remember that. Terre Haute, Indiana. I had a track meet out there. Hallador Energy Company, through its subsidiaries, engages in production of steam coal in state of Indiana and electric power. Company owns Oaktown. Okay. So it'll probably follow all the energy stocks as well. I add that to one of these portfolios. Crude oil. Wait, what kind of energy were they doing? Thermal energy, coal. So US coal. Do I have a watch list for that? Does not look like I do. Okay. See. Looks like Veru pulling back up above that 1350. Trying to come back green on the day here. In the hour chart, we can see it making its way. Let's see, 1360. A lot of these are just coming back and testing their high day and then failing. Crude oil heading back to the 107, about to check back into it. Okay, Casa pushing back up here quickly. It's just so flat at that level. Getting some pops there. I thought it was going to need more rest time. It came up here and rested, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes right here at the top. It's a very long time to just stay at this level. So when it does get going down, it's probably going to go down quite quickly. May throw another wick up there, then come back to this level. The volume has come on down on the buying and the selling up here, so less and less action up here. Is this a good point that will be easily manipulated by somebody with a lot of share size with the volume coming down here? Is my question. See if it'll break down those 70s. Can it make the 70s disappear completely? About 2 minutes left on this candle. Okay, so is DWAC gonna come back up now that Twitter is making its way down? Is the question. DWAC 47. This is a big hour candle there that came down though. Also finding more and more pressure here right under this level. So it looks like we've identified at least a intraday top. Very choppy here though. Should have already dropped. But if you think about the last two times, there were big explosions out of these consolidations. A little bit of just well, not really a consolidation, downwards movement, then an explosion, downwards movement, explosion. So still high risk with it being later on in the day and the volume drying up like this. Look at this, almost 30,000 shares compared to 12 million, 6 million, all these millions up here. So get into a very nice manipulated spot, or a spot that can be manipulated. Somebody drops a million shares short and there's no one there to buy, it's gonna get real dangerous. What happened to Milwaukee investor? I don't know. I hadn't even talked to him. I don't even know. This weekend I was stupid busy. I hadn't even talked to him. I'm gonna have to see if he's still alive, man. I'll shoot him. I'm surprised he's not streaming right now. Then again, he has been. He's not a morning person. He'll definitely sleep through a couple of alarms. I just can't do it. I automatically wake up at 5:30 every morning. My eyes just shoot open. I don't even use alarms. I have no alarms to wake me up because I already know I'm up. There's a little drop in Casa. Consolidated. I knew it was about to get dangerous. All somebody need to do is drop a large share size up here of short or long, either one. But it would have been dangerous to do it on a long with these three upticks. Let me see. Framework fortune. And And then sometimes Ben will wake up and he'll look at the market, and if he don't see nothing, he'll go back to sleep. So he may have looked at the market and just went back to sleep. So you never know. Let me see. You believe Ben is a Palm Springs gambling and discussing microeconomics with beautiful women? Me too. I have no problem waking up 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm an early morning person, man. Go ahead and get up, get going. I do go to bed pretty early though, because I get everything knocked out before the day is over with. I don't have to stay up. Pretty early for me is probably like 11:30 ish p.m. Sometimes 12 a.m. Yeah, I didn't see him. I didn't see him either. He's probably asleep. ATER coming right up to this downtrend. Now, I don't know which one would be a valid downtrend here, because on the hour chart, if I use the wick up here, that's got a while to go. But if I use the, why does it keep doing that? If I use the wick, it's got a lot of room. So I want to know which one of these two is it gonna respect. And it looks like it's right at this one, so I don't know. We'll see. Just data collection. Twitter, you coming on down yet? Twitter coming back up. Let me see. Dang B, you're at the wrong resort probably. One life. Farmers are important and stripper hours. Oh man. Yeah. Well, we get it how we live out here. We get it how we live. Ten toes down. Boom, boom. Got to, man. Oh, D-Wack. Yeah, I think D-Wack's just gonna continue down. I don't know if this will be a day to buy D-Wack, even if it does inverse with Twitter. I don't know if today is the day to play with that one. That game doesn't look fair. What the SPY end up doing? SPY still at the 438s. Got this little flat top up here, 439. So Monday morning we set up some good resistance levels at least for everything. Look at the overall market. Overall market doesn't even look horrible. It's almost looks even. Red and green. All right. So yeah, my plan on Casa is to buy as close to $5 as possible. Um, if it can, so we got a kind of a top there. The beginning place that it checked was 514. So maybe if it can come back down into this range at some point today, 560 down to the 510s, I start building a little position in there. Let's see, this will be support right in here in this level. Just start slowly getting inching in there. I just don't trust Twitter overall. Um, it's just so much indecision in that stock in that ticker. Okay, so ATR did come up and hit this beginning one. Let's see if it'll just get right on through that $6 here. Just right on through it. Just ease right on through it. Hitting right at that trend. So the initial place that it dumped was a 675. Are the shorts going to continue entering a position under this level to push it on through that 625 level? Why would e-commerce be hot right now? What's because I know China's locked down, but everybody else is pretty much out. So why would e-commerce be going up like that? It did get through that $6. Okay, that's nice. Twitter continuing to push up to this high of day where it's finding a little bit of struggle closing down that range. One Life says, I heard over the weekend NFT market took a hit. Possibly. NFT. I haven't really even looked at the NFT market. I know the NFTs I got are still holding value, but I guess it depends on which NFTs you're talking about because there's a lot of them connected to a lot of things now. I mean, you got you got NFTs making their way into restaurants and everything. Like people are literally printing off artwork in their restaurant that cost that can be uh purchased or traded with cryptocurrency in their restaurant, which is amazing. So you see a painting on the wall, you just walk up and be like, "Hey, how much is this?" Soon, I'm sure they'll have some kind of coding system in our phones where we can walk up and just scan a particular item in a place and be like, "Hey, I want to buy this for whatever." It's not going to be, is it for sale, but how much is it? Everything has a price. Okay, so yeah, ATER did slip on through that $6, up 13% on the day now. Coming up to this top level range of the 618, 615-ish level where it got to the other time. Will it get a slam here? It was Jack Dorsey first Twitter post NFT I heard. Mm, Jack Dorsey. Hmm. This is this one I did not expect it to take over everything else. It's only up 11%, 12%, but since the open it's up 15, so somebody's interested. Twitter threw a little wick up there to the 60, 70 mark. DWAC. DWAC with a little triple bottom down here, but I don't like that. I think that thing's gonna test down and break that 46.58 right there. That does not look nice. INDO popping back up as well, but oil hasn't even moved that drastically, so I don't know what's going on with that one. Casa breaking on down those two levels that we needed it to break on down to get this backside moving. I may throw out a couple of limit orders down here in this 565, but I may wait. Wait till later on in the day and just keep my eyes on it. Let's see. Lori Lee, do you think China will attack Taiwan in the near future? Could be a possibility. But I mean, I don't think China really wants to get their hands into war. Like they're doing well. Like war is like desperation. Like, either desperate two things that will cause a war is desperation or pride. Somebody gets their pride hurt. Yep, Twitter is definitely coming back to life. So Casa, come on down, buddy. Let's see. It is a big discussion right now in the Western world. One Life said, or Lawrence says, one life, one chance, because that is a picture of words, and Twitter owns the copyright to them. Uh, there is speculation in the legal community as to if the NFT owner could be subject to copyright suit. Um, where do I get my news? Um, China's not doing well. Z might just do it if he feels like he needs to face uh the face to secure chancellor for life in CCP elections. Interesting. Thanks, Muncher. Why do you think we are seeing these lockdowns? Yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, I don't know. The world is such a mashup of news and communication and all that. It's like, hey, inform me, man. Inform me. Um, let's see. And the zero COVID policy, he can't lose the face before September. Yeah. Man, Twitter, well, why do you continue to come up? So we're getting a little bit of a flat top. They're at the 4687 on Twitter. We finally see some drooping here. Daniel B says, one life, one chance. Looks like BTU will crack. I had a nice little gap down out there on BTU. This bottom is a 3180. Definitely looking like it may do something to that effect. I trying to do? BTU, look at the yearly. I'll get that set up later. Wow. Casa with another explosion back up here to the top side. Plenty of shorts able to get their fills. Plenty of sellers getting filled up here. Let's see if they'll get squeezed out though. Is it enough sellers to push it down? Or are we looking at a short squeeze here? Break of the 75, they'll start getting squeezed. We'll see who's brave enough to hold through the 75. 71, 72s. Okay. Looking like we may see some violent movement here. It's like the shorts did get their entry. Let's see if they can go ahead and take it through this 640 level. Let me see. BTU looks like it's. Did y'all get into BTU? Did it end up cracking? Just holding there a little bit. Okay, oil has broken down the 107s. I didn't even realize it broke down that quickly. So under the 107s now. What's the news on oil? Southeast gas hits a 52-week high. Oil heads toward three-week high on Libya. Not Libya, but I think that is how you pronounce it. Libya outage. Press release text. Let me pull this up over here so y'all can see it as well. Libya, Texas Pacific Land Corporation sets dates for first quarter. Whoa. For first quarter 2022 earnings release. Rivian CEO warns of looming electric vehicle battery shortage. Rivian, natural gas. Yeah, there's some more news on Rivian. Let me go look at what Rivian's doing. Still coming on down. Nice little downtrend. Has the 38.46 down here. Got 4 million shares traded on it today. Let's continue to look though. Utilities want to convert coal plants to nuclear. So what kind of utility? U.S. utilities and startup firms are trying to convince lawmakers and regulators and customers that they can convert aging coal power plants to house small nuclear reactors, a so far unproven way to deliver electricity. The burgeoning idea, I guess, would place fleets of small modular nuclear reactors at or near former coal fired power plants and is taking hold across the electricity industry. Utility companies see it as a way to repurpose coal plants. They're set to retire and are joining with startups developing the reactors, looking to tap into billions of dollars in federal funding. Okay. Some more producing. Hmm. Okay. Any other news other than Rivian and that nuclear power news? What are some companies that produce nuclear power? Like let me go and see. Back over 107 quite quickly. That was a 50-cent jump right there on oil, crude oil. Lori says DB. I personally lean towards no because they're the main two main parties here. One is pro China and one is against. Yeah, I think these uranium stocks are gonna end up getting a lot of love over time. But let me see. Hmm. Just looking at uranium stocks, CCJ. Let's see what that's talking about. UUU. DNN. Now that one is pretty cheap. That one's $1.71 DNN. Let me go and look up what? Let's see what you're looking like down here. And all these stocks have a little bit higher float though. BHP, 78 bucks. That thing's already up. LEU. Okay, UROY is a cheaper one. Okay, this one has a much lower float. I like it. Oh, in the world? That is not a penny stock. That thing is 82 bucks. Uranium penny stocks. This thing is 82 bucks. Let's see. Anything else here? Nothing really. But I will put UROY in there. Actually, I didn't even see where this thing is based out of. Based out of Canada, Vancouver, Canada. Okay. Oh, not US, Canada, Canadian. This goes flat for the most part. The daily chart. Can we identify any levels? Yeah, I think I need to start looking into uranium before things pop off. Okay. So Iran nuclear deal talks. Uroy still believes there's an opportunity. Added royalty, uranium price projected to reach multi-year highs. Yeah, I'll end up researching that throughout the day into some uranium. I don't know if I'm gonna buy some now, but I gotta do some research on that. Let's go back and look at all these things. ATER back under 6 now. Hit that flat top up there. So I guess it respected the higher, the one that had encapsulated the wicks as well. Coming back in there. CASA, another little flat top here at the 670s resistance level. And then HNRG SPY came on down as well. So yeah, oh, look at the SPY. Whew, taking a little tumble down here to the 437s. Twitter getting on up there to the 40s. Well, looks like it was at 47 bucks for a little bit, pulling back. INDO. Yeah, I just got to do some research today on some of these. INDO getting on back up there. Came down to the 23s. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here and get to some other work. But man, I got some research to do on this uranium. I want to see what's going on. What's the best uranium stock to be in before it goes boom? Um, we'll see. I'm gonna do some research today and see if I can identify anything else other than Uroy and get it cooking. Daniel B says there's a uranium ETF, but you forgot the ticker. Let me see if I can find that in these last 5 minutes that I'm gonna be streaming. Let's see, uranium. Um, there's a URA Global X uranium ETF, and then there's a North Shore. So I don't know which one of these it is. Let me go into this one. It's like 27 bucks. Uranium ETFs quietly surges oil while eyes are on oil. Nah, man, don't worry. I don't want to miss out. I'm gonna go ahead and get me some uranium while it's low. And then the other one was URNM. 91 bucks. I think we could play on something a little bit cheaper before it rips. Like these are already to 100 bucks. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start gathering up some uranium intel and I'll let y'all know what I find on here. But yeah, that is the stream for today. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. No trades, just observing the markets and seeing some news about the uranium, and probably gonna go and see what I can get my fingers into. But anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow morning, ready to do some market analysis and possibly take some trades tomorrow. Now that we got a good observation day of some things popping off. CASA is something that I'm waiting to come on down. It has the Verizon news. It's Verizon took 9% stake in CASA, so we'll see where that wants to go. But I do want to get it closer to this $5 if I can. And just buy just a little bit. Not rushing in or anything, just a little bit over the next couple of weeks and just build a position, and also build a position in something dealing with uranium. Um and appreciate all of the. Oh yeah, it's being live now. You wake up. Let's see. Yes, Ben is live. He is live. So go check out Ben over at frameworkfortune.com, the home channel, and see what he's getting into. But anyway, as for me, as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.